A game with a lot of action points, like key moments. What was your take on the match overall, first of all?
My feeling is the game was decided by the officials on the field and outside of the field. And you guys will know me long enough and around enough to know that I don't really comment on officials, and I know they make mistakes and whatever else. But today that felt it was really, really poor officiating. I think the first one, the sending off, there's no force. You know, if you show a still image of that, then of course you'll see a foot up with a head near it, but it's not the reality of the move. And if you watch the move again, and Don got it actually right on the field, it was a high boot. Okay, so it's a yellow card, no malice, no force. But then for John Beaton to actually look at that in VAR, supposedly under no pressure, and to say that was a sending off, I find it incredible. And then the second one's worse. So to have a penalty go against you for that, then there'll be penalties every single weekend, midweek. I don't know what he's supposed to do. You know, Tomo, he's jumping, he's got a nudge, he's coming down, the ball falls onto his arm, there's no intention to move it or anything. And then you get the penalty against. So, you know, and again, you get the chance to look at it, to see it. But so to give that, it left us with those two decisions, really left us with an uphill task in the game. And credit to my players because they fought, they kept going, and they got a little bit of luck in the second half. Their keepers made a few good saves. You know, we can get one of them, it changes the momentum of the game. But it was a poor day for the officials.
Did you look to speak with Don after the game about any of the decisions?
I spoke to him in the tunnel just briefly, but it's a waste of time. If I'm honest, there's no, there's no change. And I also think as well that we talk about the game because again, not VAR is not the problem here. I think that's what's clear. It's competence, you know. And I think the first one is a great example of the game being refereed outside of the pitch. I think this is the thing that everyone's talking about. You know, let the officials do their job. Yeah, and if it's something that's clear and obvious, then okay, maybe step in. The referee made the decision, and someone outside made another decision to say it was a sending off. So that's the game being refereed outside of the field. And in big games, that costs you.
As managers, Brendan, if you'd asked about this, I mean, this is some re-refereeing games. It's something that we've all talked about. It wasn't meant to happen. I mean, has this been discussed?
I think it does. It is discussed, Craig, and I've got the delegate wanting to speak to me. It's a waste of time, waste of energy and time because there's no change. And like I said, I'm not one that comes crying about referees, whether it was here or in the Premier League, whatever, because I understand there may be mistakes made. But that today was awful officiating, and what was a big game for us.
Are Celtic going to complain about unbeaten in any shape or form?
I don't know, Tony. I just need to. We'll go away and we'll have a look at it. But it's just it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
That's the reality. It doesn't change anything. But yeah, it was so disappointing.
Is that the worst you've had since in your two spells here? Do you think in terms of
I think so. I don't think I've ever. I don't think my memory takes me back. I was just saying afterwards in my time up here. Like I said, I'm not one to have a go at refs because I understand it's a very, very difficult position that they're in, and I try to respect decisions and give the benefit of the doubt. But I think when I see that level of incompetence is the only word I can use, then that makes me worry for the game because, as I said, in such a tight title race, which it is, it's fantastic, it's great to be involved in. That can make the difference, and that today made the difference for us.
Adewita took two great penalties last time. That was a bit of a sore one again today, I would imagine.
Yeah, and we have to look at ourselves for that. And I think, in fairness to Adam, he's done the right thing. He's just needed to lift it a little bit more. He's decided to go down the middle. Probably didn't just get as high as what he wanted. And they make the save, and then within that sort of little spell, we lose our man. So we take responsibility for that as well.
when terms of not capitalising on Rangers losing yesterday, do you see it as a missed opportunity, or do you think that, as you say, it's a close title race, it's a great title race? Does this just show that there's going to be many more twists and turns?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, you probably never said yesterday before Rangers lost to Motherwell at home that they would lose. You know, everything I hear, it's they were going to win every single game through to the end of the season. But we know it's about us. It's still very much in our hands. We get 12 games to go. Okay, 9 league games. We want to be in the cup final, and by the 25th of May, we will fight for every competition that we're going to be in. So yeah, we had the chance to go top. I think it was unfortunate the way the game panned out for us, but when I got to recover, go away and get to the semi-finals next weekend.
Do you have any diagnosis on Callum yet?
No, he'll have another scan on Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be long term, but it may well last through to international break.
How do you assess your team's performance without Callum? Is it difficult to assess because of the penalty and
Yeah.
because of the young?
Yeah, I think the players fought and gave everything. Clearly, Callum's a really influential player for us. However, I think the guys gave their all. They gave everything in the game, and like I said, they fought right to the very end. We showed the spirit that you need to show, because that's a game that can run away from you because of the atmosphere and everything else. And at the end of a really long week, tough week of games, we Motherwell last Sunday in the midweek game. You certainly don't want to be down to 10 men after 15 minutes or so. But the players gave everything. The fight is there, the quality is there, and we'll have other opportunities to show up.
When you say Callum could be out to the international break, will he miss the Scotland games as well?
I don't know is the honest answer for that, but he may well do. But like I say, he has a further scan on Wednesday, and then we'll get to see where he's at. If he's not going to be involved for us, then he'll obviously not be involved with Scotland.
Thanks, Rangers.
Okay.
Cheers.